Christy here. Please like and share this video. It is all about you being energy first and matter second. And we're going to go into this a little bit more in this video. So please like and share this video for everybody. So actually in regards, we are all energy first and then matter second. So it took energy to make us, and it took matter to form our bodies, to form who we are. So knowing that you're energy first, what does that tell you about yourself and what you're doing and maybe who you're becoming? So use your energy to create the life you desire most. And in this presentation, we're going to go over a little bit more in detail about what's been going on and things that are happening. I've been talking to a lot more people lately who are finding it frustrating, to say the least, to keep on track and to be able to face the challenges that they have in their lives. So knowing that your energy first, that should take a big step for you to say, you know what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling is what I'm creating. So knowing that to be a true fact, you can change whatever you want to change in your life. You're going to have challenges come your way. That's just part of life. You're going to have just like a bull running at you with different things that come and happen. That's going to happen. There's nothing you can do to change those spontaneous things that happen in life. The things that we don't plan on, they just come out of nowhere and bam, there they are. So that is a given, but do not under any circumstances let that get you down. Okay, that's not what it's about. It is about you meeting the challenges that come head on because you are energy. Okay? And whenever that happens, and whenever someone or something gets in your way, and it's right there in your path, then, just tell them, I don't need you, I don't want you, go away. You don't need that stress. You don't need that. Why keep putting up with things and people that you don't need? The biggest thing I'm hearing about lately, and I've heard about it considerably throughout the year, more so in the last couple of months. So we're just going to take a minute here to headline this and to go head on with it, so to speak. Okay, a lot of people are having problems with their income. And maybe you can relate, maybe not. Maybe you're in a position where you have the income you need, the income you want, and everything is going really great. I applaud you for getting your manifestations in check and creating the life you want. So there's so many people out there that are not in that predicament right now, but it is coming. So if you're in the situation where your income isn't enough to pay the bills, so you're behind every month, and you have to pick and choose which one to pay this month, so there's always something behind. So you're finding you're getting further and further and further behind every month. And you don't know what to do. You know you need more money coming in. And it's not happening. Maybe it's the job you have. I'm not criticizing or saying anything about anybody and your lifestyle. I'm just giving you suggestions here on different ways to manifest and different ways to get out of the rut that you're in so that you can manifest what you need. So, pardon me. So in any case, you may not be focusing correctly on what you actually need. There's a huge, huge thing there that tells me that when someone comes to me and they're saying, okay, Christy, I need help with this. I can't get the money to pay all my bills. I have to keep borrowing to feed my kids. I have to keep borrowing every time I need something. I have to borrow. So there's a lot of people out there that I'm seeing and hearing these from. So if it's you, you're not alone. But you don't have to be there. You don't have to stay there. Because what's going to happen is you're going to burn your bridges. It's going to come a time when those people that you're borrowing from, that you keep asking help from, they love you dearly, but they're not going to be able to keep supporting you too. I know. eye-opener, right? It's a given. It is crazy, but it is true. So in any case, you may have someone that owes you money. Maybe someone that is supposed to pay you a sum of money and they haven't. They owe you, but they're not giving it to you for whatever reason, whatever their reason is. We don't care about what their reason is or anything like that. We just know that they're not giving it to you when they should. So if that is the case and you're finding yourself in that predicament where you're not getting what you need, I'm going to tell you this, and you're probably going to say, well, it's hard for me to do that because I'm so stressed over what I don't have. Well, if you keep focusing on the money that someone owes you, if you focus on, well, as soon as they pay me this X number of dollars, then I'll be okay. As soon as they pay me this amount, I'll be able to pay my bills. That is putting a huge, big lack right in front of you. It's a brick wall. And it's a brick wall that you can't knock down until you change your vibration, until you change your thinking, your feeling, because your energy. So the energy that you're feeling right this minute is the energy you're putting out to the universe. And if you're focusing on the money that someone owes you and that you won't be able to pay your bills or buy your groceries or, whatever it is, I don't know your situation right offhand, but I know that this will help you. So when you focus on what you don't have and waiting for someone else to pay you something, that could or could not happen. It could be a long time and you will keep struggling and struggling. And even after they pay you, it won't be enough. Because you're going to be right back in the same spot you're in right now, unless you make the changes you need. So change the vibration that you have. Instead of, this is the key right here, guys. So take notes if you need to, okay? Or watch this on a replay or watch it over and over and over. I'm going to put it on YouTube, so it's going to be there. So when you focus on what you don't have, that is total lack and you will never get anywhere. But when you focus and change your vibrations to, I have the job or business, whichever one you're working on, that pays me. I'm going to use just a figure here and fill in your own amount of money that you need. So this is just for inspirational purposes for this amount. So change your vibration and you have to feel this. You can't just say it. If you just say your affirmations, if you just say them willy-nilly, you're not going anywhere. You have to feel them deep in your heart. You have to feel it happening. You have to feel it manifesting. You have to feel it being there. If say, I have the job or business that I want, that I desire, that I deserve, that pays me $4,000 a month. Clear. That's just an option. You can have, you need 10,000, you need 6,000, you need 2,000, whatever it is, whatever the amount is you need. You have to feel it, you have to see it, and you have to imagine the life you have when this happens for you. Imagine this every day. Go through your day imagining. Sit down to pay your bills. I have more than enough money to pay my bills with a lot left over for me. Sit down, do a mock-up. Do a mock-up daily, whatever you have to do to get yourself in the mindset of, I have this life. I have this in my life now, today. This is who I am. And the more you say this, the more your subconscious and the universe will get in track and they will be there together for you. So again, you are energy first. You have so much powerful energy in yourself right now. You can have the job you want. You can have the business you want. You can have the success in your life that you want. You have to first step up and take control of what you're doing. Take control of your life. Don't wait on someone else to pay you. Don't wait on someone else. Sure, they owe you money. You know that. The world knows that. But don't wait on them to pay you what they owe you, because it could never happen. How many times have you loaned money to someone and they never ever paid you back? Never ever. That could happen over and over and over again. So don't wait for someone to pay you back before you feel complete, before you feel like you can't get ahead until that happens. Because like I said in the beginning, this puts a big lack, a big brick wall around you, and nothing good can get in, because anytime you do get a little bit of money, it's going to disappear. It, in one way or another, ways you wouldn't even believe would happen. It'll disappear. You won't have it, and you'll still be struggling to pay your bills and feed your kids and whatever your situation is. I don't know your situation. I'm going off of different scenarios from different people I've been coaching and helping. So if that's you in any way, you've got to get in the mindset, which you have the mindset because you are energy, to change that life, to change what you want to be, to change what you want it to see and feel. So you do have the mindset now to create the lifestyle you want. We've been working on this for quite a long time, and I know you've got it. I think maybe you just get a little bit deterred when things don't go right. And if you see yourself in the same system, the same struggle over and over and over again, then I want you to take a look and imagine yourself happy. I mean, not the fake happy. Not the fake happy where you have the fake smile, and not where you're pretending. That's all good, said and done. But I want you to look at the life that you want when you pay all your bills, not depending on anybody else. If you have to depend on someone else to pay your bills and make you happy, then you're never going to go anywhere. You're going to stay in that lack. So when you stay in that lack, you won't move to the level you need to move to. You want to use your energy, and I prefer to hear that you're using a positive energy of, I have this, I am doing this, I have the job, the business, whatever you're doing that I desire, that pays all my bills, that gives me money left over for me, and focus on money left over for me. And you know, to be truthful with you, I do this every month. Regardless, I have more than enough, and that's fine. That's a given. But every time I sit down to pay my bills, I've been doing this for, I'm going to date myself here. It's been a lifetime. I started doing this when I was 17. 17 years old, I started doing this. And every time I would sit down to pay my bills, and yes, I had bills at 17. I was on my own. Actually, I was married, so yeah, crazy, right? But I would sit down to pay the bills, and I would say, I have more than enough money to pay my bills, and I have a lot left over for me. I would say that to myself every month when I sat down to pay my bills. And some months, maybe I didn't have a whole bunch. Maybe it was only like $10. It didn't matter. It adds up. And it adds up and it adds up. And it keeps growing and growing and growing. And you'll find when you have that mindset, when you have that mentality, then you will be able to grow yourself and your income and your lifestyle to have what you desire. And like I was saying here a minute ago, I've had so many people here recently that have contacted me saying, okay, I've been working on this part, I've been doing this, and I'm so stuck. They keep hearing I'm so stuck. I can't pay all my bills. I don't make enough money. I don't have enough income coming in, and I'm always behind, and I can't get ahead. When I hear that, and I hear the emotion in their voices, because I talk to people live, and I hear the emotion in their voices, I have to stop them right there and say, you're doing it to yourself. And I don't like to be the bearer of bad news, but it's true. When you're doing that, and when you have that much emotion that you're expressing that to me, telling me I'm so stuck not doing this, or this is not happening and it's not working for me, then you're living in so much lack that you won't let the good come in that can come in. And I had a client that was, we started with, her name is Marilyn, and we started about, I think it was June. It was like in June we started, she started getting my coaching. And the thing is, she didn't have any money. She didn't have any money for coaching that we were doing. So she was getting in on my free things that I do. I put out some free stuff. Periodically I always do a free thing, and then I try to do a free thing at least once a day. I've been doing that for about 2 years now, doing just a free video like you're on right now. And so she started getting on my free videos and getting everything she could. And she was having struggles because she was divorced, and she wasn't getting her child support. So she was struggling, and she wasn't being able to pay her bills. She wasn't being able to pay her rent and her car payment. She wasn't being able to get groceries. She wasn't being able to take care of her 4 kids. She had 4 kids at home, young kids, and she was struggling, and she just kept falling further and further behind. And so one day she called me after she had been on my videos for quite a while, I guess. And she called me and said, I know you charge for coaching, and I know you do this, but I just wanted to see if I could just have maybe a consultation with you. Maybe you could get me on the track, and maybe you could help me. So I did a consultation with her, and I got her where I was finding out, the more she talked to me and the more she told me her story, which I will not tell you all of her story, that's up for her to tell. But her story was, she was so focused on, if my ex would just pay me child support, I would be okay. If I would just receive the money from him, I would be okay. And that's a given for a lot of single mothers out there. I know it is. I've made it a point to talk to a lot more people that are in that position. So I had to tell her, you know what? I'm so sorry that's happening to you. It seems to be an epidemic in the world right now. So but I said, here's one thing I want you to start to do, and I want you to start to do it right this minute. Not tomorrow, not tonight, not next week. Right now. I said, I want you to change your minds. Take a deep breath. Breathing is everything, guys. How you breathe, how you release that breath is so important. So take a deep breath. Release it really slow. Release the breath really slow. This will move energy around, and you are energy. So do that like 3 times, and that is going to move your energy around. And as you move your energy around, you're going to find your mind clears a little bit. And the more you do it, the more your mind's going to clear. And that's your mindset. So do that. And then I told her, I said, okay, do that 3 deep breaths, let it go, and relax. You have to relax. You are energy. You have to get that energy out of the knot you put it in to be in lack. Being in lack takes a lot of focus and a lot of energy. Being happy and being relaxed takes literally no energy. It makes it free-flowing. So she did that, and she got into a free-flowing, and she was like, oh, I feel so much better already. I haven't done anything. So yeah, you have. By doing that, you've started the process. You've started using your energy to create. You are a co-creator with the universe. And how you choose to co-create with the universe is up to you. The universe will give you what you want, and what you don't want, right? It's true. So we did that, and we went through this, and she said, okay, I feel really better. I feel relaxed. I feel calm. I said, now, I want you to think, I can do this. I have the job, the business I want. I wasn't quite sure which one she was doing because So many people that I communicate with are in a home business, and they're building their home business. And so she was in tune. She had a job and it just wasn't paying enough. So we got on track with that, and we got on track with having her focus on, I am worthy to have, and she needed $4,000 a month is what she needed for her house payment or car payment, and to take care of her kids, for all of that. And from where she lived, the rent was high, and she couldn't get out of being in that position because she just got divorced like 7 or 8 months before, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong on that, Marilyn, and you're hearing this, I was so sorry. So she did that, and she said, I don't know if I can earn that much money. And right then, I had to tell her, stop it right there. Right there, you're putting yourself right back in lack. If you're saying, I don't know if I can make that much money or if I can have that much money, you're never going to have it. So whatever it is you're working on, if you're saying, I don't know if I can have that, or I don't know if I can make that, you won't. That is the way the universe works. You won't. So as she learned more about that, and she started going, okay, I can do this. And I said, exactly. She goes, I know that I have $4,000 a month to take care of my family. And that was her mantra that she was going to use. And I told her, I said, okay, do that and do it throughout your whole day and see it happen. See it already there. See you taking care of your 4 kids. See you paying your bills. Seeing you going to work, being happy, and getting people looking, saying, oh my gosh, what are you doing? And you will find you're going to get more. Maybe you're going to get a raise. Maybe you're going to get a promotion. Maybe you're going to get another job. And she said at that time, she said, well, I have applications out all over. I said, focus on not where you're exactly going to work. Focus on the type of work you want to do. Now, will that work pay you $4,000 a month? And she said, well, a lot of the applications or resumes I've got out will not pay me $4,000 a month. I said, well, then what do you think you need to do? Not wanting to give her all the answers, because she's energy and you're energy, and you can come up with some of these things just by feeling them. And she said, well, I think I need to. And I said, what do you know you need to? Thinking you need to and knowing you need to are 2 different things. She said, I know I need to change my resume to what I want to do. And I need to put it out to companies who are offering what I want and what I know I can do. That right there opens a whole wide doorway. That opens a door, a huge door, when you do that. So, long story short, she did this and she got all of her resumes out, and she started doing this focusing, and she started doing some other things that we worked on and that we talked about. And she started being in that mindset, and she started, doing this. It wasn't even 2 months. It was like, what was it? Oh, Marilyn, I wish I would remember this. I talked to so many people. I think it was like 7 weeks. She got the job that she wanted. She's got the income she needs. Now, she stopped focusing on receiving the child support. And when she stopped focusing on that being what she had to have in order to make it happen, when she stopped focusing on that, she not only got the job that she wanted paying her the money, she got the child support plus the back child support. So she is praising this, and she is really on tune, and she's so happy, and I am so blessed that she is using these systems, and she has a little more money. She's taking care of her 4 little kids, and she's taking care of herself, and she's creating a life. So the bottom line is, if a stressed out, recently divorced mom with no child support coming in and a job that didn't pay the bills, and she was having to struggle and to not pay them and not pay them, or pick which one to pay or which one not to pay, and burning her bridges from borrowing money from people, turned out to be a positive for her because she changed her mindset. She changed her energy, which you are all energy. So feel the energy you have. Breathe. Take a deep breath and let it out slowly. You can feel your energy moving around when you do that. Meditate every day. I prefer to meditate in the morning because it sets my day. I do my I ams. When you use I am, that is telling the universe that you are saying, you are this, you want this, you have this or that. I use my I ams in the morning. I am successful. I am prosperous. I am happy. I am wealthy. I am whatever I'm doing, I am. And whatever I'm working on, I can get the answers to whatever course I'm building. I get the answers to whatever I am creating in my life. They come in energy forms. Do you ever get an instinct, well, maybe I should go over and do that? Or I wasn't planning on that. Why do I have a feeling I should go over there? Why do I have a feeling I should go somewhere? Like, for example, this is going to be just a quick one, and then we're going to call it a good day. While I'm giving you guys this tutorial, I have this energy that I should go to Lowe's home improvement store, what a hardware store, whatever it is. I have this energy telling me I need to go there. I don't even need anything. I don't know why I'm supposed to go there. But I have this energy telling me I need to go there. Maybe I'm supposed to see someone. Maybe I'm not. Maybe someone's supposed to meet me. I don't know. But you know what? After I finish this video, I'm going to go there. And I'll see what happens. So when you have that energy feeling and you feel that, even if you don't know why you're supposed to go there, I suggest you go. Like I said, I don't need anything from Lowe's. I don't know why I'm supposed to go there, but I have this feeling I'm supposed to go there. I don't know why. But we will find out. It is a mystery. So I encourage you to use your energy because you are energy first, matter second. And you can create whatever you want by your breathing in and out and creating that life. It's that easy to get started. It's that easy to make it go forward. Okay, I already put it out at the beginning, but please subscribe to this video here on YouTube and like and share, okay? I have a training up there or down here. It's down there. Down there. For anyone who wants to help build their business, it's a summit. A summit means you're going to hear a lot of testimonials and a lot of strategies on what we're doing in the marketplace to build and grow and to create a lifestyle, 6, 7, 8 figures, whatever you're looking to do. Okay, I wish you all the best, and I will talk to you later.